Good morning, welcome to the channel. It has been a few weeks since I've recorded a video. I've posted a few videos in that time, but it's probably been 3 weeks since I've created a new video. We are at a new job semi. If you have watched my earlier videos, you'll recognize this bathroom. It was a complete tear out with the shower being a big part of the renovation, but it is done now, as you can see, and it looks really good. So the homeowners have been working away here trying to get it done themselves. But with the holidays approaching, things get busy. I had a few days in my schedule, so I was able to come over and help finish the trim at least at this upper level so they can finish painting, move in, and enjoy their house. So here is the hallway. Stairs are here from the main level. We have 5 doors, 3 bedrooms. The bedrooms are mostly done. You can see in here, it looks pretty good. They've just painted everything. All the trim is done in this room. They've updated the doors. So instead of a bifold door into the closet, there's a double swing door, which freshens it up, makes it a bit more modern. And then this trim is just square stock with no profile. So again, just kind of makes it more modern and clean. They have it pretty much all done. There's a few more trim pieces I have to put on, as well as all the door casing, which will take up a little more time. You can see another closet that they put the double swing doors in, replace the old bifold doors. And then lastly, the master bedroom in here. They're kind of at the same stage. So a little trickier trim in here around the cabinetry, the floor to ceiling wardrobes that they put in. So I have to trim those out a little bit creatively. I'm not sure how we'll do that. But yeah, basically pick up where they left off, finish it up so they can paint this weekend, a final coat of paint, and move in hopefully. That's the plan. It's very white. So I do have my 18 gauge Dewalt nailer. However, it sucks. And the homeowner has a 18 gauge Milwaukee, which I've heard great things about. So I'm actually going to use this. I'm going to use both to see how they compare, but I'll probably end up using this because honestly the Dewalt nailer, I should probably get it serviced so I don't blame them for how bad it is, but it hasn't been amazing. This one, I've had it for about 5 years. It's kind of whatever. It is whatever. This one, we'll see. This one's like digital. It's annoying. Alright, come on. Let's get going. The casing should be pretty straightforward. Piece of paper. I'm gonna go with a 3/16 reveal. I think that's kind of optimal. You could go an 1/8 or a quarter. Quarter's too much. 1/8 inch is too little. 3/16. Doors are a little wonky. It's out a 1/4 inch just in that 30-inch door. That's okay. I have to rip down this dimension here because our trim is 3.5 inches and this is 2.5. So I'm gonna cut it at 2 3/8 because we can have a little bit of a gap there because this piece of casing will butt in, cover that gap, just to avoid doing an unnecessary scribe to the wall because the other trim, which is 3/4 inch, will cover it. Now time to use the nailers. Pew. It didn't fire that one. The clip wasn't fed through. Nothing stuck. But sometimes when I hold this gun upside down and fire it, the nails fall back a little bit and aren't able to feed into the pin that pushes and fires the actual nail. but it did go into the door jamb fairly well. Nothing sticking proud. It got recessed in a bit. So we're gonna try and go into the plaster. And this one is sticking proud. Now time for the Milwaukee. Apparently you have to turn it on. So right away there's no wind up time. Not sure what mechanisms are used in the Dewalt, but there's the loop. It's like the motor's like getting ready to fire. This one is just ready to go. The foot of it, you can see it's kind of tapered back, angled back a bit. That threw me off a little bit because it felt like it was coming off. On the Dewalt or shoe is straight, which isn't a huge deal. I just felt like it wasn't gonna fire where I wanted it to fire. So no problems going into the jamb of the door. We'll try going into the plaster. I mean, already it's better. So already there's no issues with the nails being recessed a little bit, so it doesn't lack in power, that's for sure. There's a small jam extension on this side of the bathroom. I'm just gonna break the edge of it because it's pretty sharp. This corner here. If we don't break that corner and it's sharp, paint has a tendency to beat up on it and it's just easier to chip off. This nail didn't set at all. It's like an 1/8 proud. Honestly, that's all it takes for me to be like, the gun's not worth it. But anyways, I think I'm gonna stick with the Milwaukee for the rest of the job. I may as well because I have it, see if I like the feel of it. And then switch battery platforms completely. Sorry, Dewalt, no, I'm just kidding, I won't do that. But, maybe. So it seems to have no problem firing through the 3/4 inch pine, probably at least 3/4 inch plaster, and then I think it's fir for the framing. It might actually be oak. No, it's fir, which is a little harder than today's stud framing. So I have no problem firing through all of that and still sinking the nail, which is super nice. So this piece going to the corner, I ripped down to 2.5 inches, but because it's plaster walls, even if it wasn't plaster, but especially because it's plaster, there's a buildup of mud on the inside, so it's actually not a true square. So I beveled the back of my rip on like a 10-degree angle almost. That way, the high point here should fit nicely. And because there's less materials on that point, I can scribe it easier to the plaster if need be. Pretty slick. So I did what I could with the casing. We're shy 2 pieces, so I'll have to pick some more up for that. But I can go ahead and start on the baseboard in the entryway hallway area. And then I'll jump into a bedroom and carry on with the baseboard in here. The miner's not closing, so I'm going to adjust a little bit because that outside corner isn't a true 90. You can see the gap here where the back, the heel is closed and the toe is open. So I'm going to go adjust it on the saw, take a little bit off the back heel, and it should fit. There we go. Alright, that's going to do it for today's video. I do have a couple hours left, but it will be off camera that I'm working. So that will do it for now. We made good progress. We'll have to make a material list at the end of the day to finish off the casing in the hallway and a couple other oddball stuff. But that'll do it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next one. Oh, and in conclusion, I should mention the final results of using the Milwaukee 18 brad nailer and the Dewalt 18 brad nailer. This has been my go-to for the last few years, like I said, so I'm pretty familiar with it. I actually do like the hand grip a bit better on this one, just fits my hand more comfortably. Other than that, the Milwaukee has been by far superior for this job. Now it might come down to a time thing. This one hasn't been proven, it's basically brand new to me anyways, whereas this one has seen a few years of use and abuse, so I won't totally throw Dewalt under the bus for this, but Milwaukee's first gen is way better than Dewalt's first gen. That's it. Also don't like the digital buttons here. I prefer the actual switch that Dewalt has. Just one less thing that can go wrong in my mind, but other than that, for actually firing the nail, setting the nail through different kinds of material, the Milwaukee has won. Okay, bye.